precept to generate bodhicitta 6 times each day in order to increase actual bodhicitta mind. So this is it's said that if we do not achieve actual bodhicitta mind, not yet achieve, then first we need to two things: not giving up your development of aspirational bodhicitta mind, and second, training to increase this aspirational wishing bodhicitta mind. So, so when you practice bodhicitta, right, is wishing bodhicitta, which is aspiration, and so when you repeat with these precept words, 6 times, 3 times morning and 3 times night, so 6 times every day with these precept words which we recite every Sanghya or I take refuge Buddha, something like that. Then eventually it will grow, and if you put more effort, then you will be able to achieve bodhicitta temporarily, not all the time, temporarily, by repeating this word. Little while you will develop bodhicitta mind. So when you develop this bodhicitta mind, then you should not lose, not enough to losing, but you should try to increase. So this is related to this not giving up your developing of aspirational bodhicitta mind and training. So not giving up developing aspirational bodhicitta mind means, because this is kind of like prayer, we make pledge. We will, we wish all beings, we will make pledge, right? When you develop this kind of wishing bodhicitta, you make pledge, which is kind of like praying. I will make pledge, desire to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings, and I wish I will liberate all these sentient beings from the lasting peace and happiness. Not necessarily all the time you have this kind of attitude all the time, for people like beginner or us like difficult, you have to put more effort, more training. And so by repeat, so not giving up, so it means not giving up means you are reciting this precept 3 times morning and 3 times evening. It's not necessarily bodhicitta present all the time, but it really means when there's time, that you may think, I don't think I can do this now, it's so difficult. Like, how can I pray for everyone, There are so many cruel people, people abuse you, people are unkind to you, and during that period, you think, how can I do this? You're losing your pledges. So then you have to repeat this precept words, remembering, these words, because I make pledge, you know what I mean. I make promise. I promise that wish all sentient beings, but when I encounter with some, this negative people abusing you, and then you think I cannot do it. During that period, you should deliberately, think about this precept words and back to your promise. So this is the meaning of not giving up, developing aspirational bodhicitta mind. And there are two dangerous things. What happens is, generally speaking, when we are thinking about like that, how can my mind will be equal to all these beings? Like cruel people are there, so many cruel people, and there are so many negative people. And how can I keep this promise? This, and then thinking this way, then you will maybe be depressed and you will give up. Another is maybe, it's very difficult practice, So I have to. It's not easy, I have to accumulate lots of merit, Not enough merit, very, very difficult, It is so difficult, when you're thinking this 2 point, then it will depress you, right? But Shantideva said, you shouldn't do like this, but we have to copy, some great master, like Shantideva, like Indian master Atisha, how they practice and how they cherish this aspirational Bodhisattva mind. And Shantideva said, if there is a very poor people, poor person who find the precious jewelry in the trash or the garbage, how much he appreciate this, he or she appreciate, and he or she will keep this precious, very important, recognize, because these poor people find, trash, the precious jewelry in the trash, and how much this person will appreciate. When he appreciates, then he will keep this, cherish this, protect this. So similarly, when if we keep these pledges, keep the promise, and if we copy with some great master, the inspiration, then these people will encourage and give us to, practice and continuously, And so this is the meaning of not giving up, developing aspirational Bodhisattva mind. Now, not giving up. So once you have achieved this bodhicitta, and not enough, right? You have to increase this bodhicitta mind. So it means training to increase. So increased bodhicitta mind means you have to be reciting these words every 3 times morning and 3 times night. And if you have time, then concentrate and meditate and think. And more you think, then your mind is more familiar and become stronger and stronger. And then finally this will come to your mind like natural, natural arises, this aspirational bodhicitta mind. So increase. So once you produce, is not enough, but you have to make stronger, You have to be familiar with this mind until it became, natural, Natural. So therefore, what you need is, in order to do this, so we need first, Shantideva said, we need to extensive understanding, right? Understanding of this precious mind, and then we need also to visualize, merit field, merit field, and make offerings, and then self-judging mind will increase. And then when the selfish mind increase, then it will bring all your pain, unwanted happiness. So we all want happy, and then we need to not abandon the object of bodhicitta mind, which is that we should be like, great teacher who take care of the disciples. We should be like, great mom and great mother who take care of their children, taking responsibility. If the mom, dad, great mom and great dad, they take care of their children, because their children are very precious. If you think your children are not precious, you will not take care, right? If you think your children is very important, then you will take care of your children. So we should be like, so this, it means the object of bodhicitta mind is sentient beings. If you forget sentient beings, no bodhicitta. Right? If you lose bodhicitta, then you lose everything. You lose such a precious thing. Remember this. Poor people find this precious from the trash, and you're not taking care of this trash. So you're not using this trash, isn't it? So that's the point, isn't it? So it means developing this aspirational bodhicitta is very difficult. It is kind of not responsibility. It's kind of like our attitude, thinking, aspiration, prayer. But we cannot extend this prayer when some people nasty to you, right? You can't offer prayer to this person. Then you lose the bodhicitta. That's the point, isn't it? So when you lose the bodhicitta, then what happens? You will suffer. Then self-judging mind will increase, isn't it? So that's the one point, isn't it? Training in the precept accumulates the collection of the merit and sublime wisdom. Now it's not easy, right? So what we need collection of the merit, right? Generally speaking, collection of the merit, we have two types of merit, like upper merit and lower merit, right? Upper merit is kind of like, Buddha, Bodhisattvas. We visualize all these beings. You offer, right? Make offering, doing prostration, prayer. Is the upper merit. Lower merit, right? Lower merits they are the sentient beings, poor people, sick people, and whatever, when people are very desperate, poor people, sick people, if we help, we create the merit. So these are the lower merit. Upper merit is Buddha, Bodhisattva, all these are upper merit. And the lower merits are what we are the sentient beings who are poor, who are sick. We help, we get accumulate more merit. So therefore, in order to develop this bodhicitta, we need fortune. Here we need enough merit, enough. We're not talking about material fortune, but we are talking about fortune of virtues. So when you have enough virtuous mind, then you accumulate the merit. It's kind of like you have good support, but not losing your mind either, because our mind is fluctuating, all the time. So it's not very stable mind. So we have to make our mind more firm and more steady, right? In order to do this, we need accumulate merit. So sublime merit, we need visualize merit field and make offering, and upper merit field and lower merit field are very important us to accumulate merit. So therefore what we need is we need to organize, in order to accumulate the merit, we need preparation, preparation. We are mental preparation for accumulate the merit. Merits are mental, isn't it? Mental. They are not like physical. So we need preparation, isn't it? So we need these very important 6 preparations here. Number 1 is cleaning our place of meditation and displaying object of inspiration. Number 2 is arranging pure offerings. And number 3 is sitting in a meditation posture and taking refuge in the 3 jewels and generating the pure thought of bodhicitta mind. Number 4 is visualizing merit field in front of which we perform the practice of purification and accumulation of the merit or the positive energy. Number 5 is performing the 7 limb prayers, which contain the purification of our negative actions and accumulation of great merit, and including offering mandalas. And number 6 is requesting the merit field to bestow the power of this blessing upon our mind, so that we gain realization of the path we are meditating on it. So we will, if we practice these 6 preparations, we will accumulate good merit. So number 1 is cleaning our place in the meditation. So when we, generally speaking, when we clean your meditation place, you should clean every day, like monastery. We have to clean every day, we have broom, and we have cleaned the temple morning and evening, every day. So because it means not only cleaning the external dust, but when we clean, we think about the wisdom, we are cleaning also our internal dust, It's internal dust, Then if you have time, then you can repeat this prayer, when you are cleaning vacuum, whatever cleaning your meditation. So you can repeat this 3 times, Not external, you're cleaning the dust, but internal, you're also cleaning your internal dust. So you can repeat this 3 times like that. This dust is not only external dust, but my attachment, This dust is not external dust, my hatred. And this dust is not external dust, my ignorance. I shall clean my mind by sweeping away the internal dust. So you can repeat this 3 times. When you are cleaning, if you think you are accumulating merit too, cleaning the external dust, at the same time you use your wisdom and thinking I'm cleaning the internal dust. So you accumulate the merit. And then, so when you clean your meditation, right, then arranging pure offerings, right? So arranging pure offering. So arranging pure offering, right? First, so we have offering, right? Offering, like 7 offerings, water for drinking, water for bathing, incense, flower, light, food, perfume, and music. 8 offering, and you can make arranging the pure offerings. So arranging the pure offerings means you can also that offering, whatever you offer, right? Water, incense, you offer to the merit field, right? Buddha, Bodhisattvas, all are empty of inherent existence, right? And all are empty of inherent existence, and all this offering, whatever you offer, melting to emptiness. And within emptiness, then you will recite this, these words. The entire realm of the space is filled with the supreme clouds of Samandapara offering, and with the offering of the gods and humans, both those that are physically offered and those visualized. So whatever you visualize, right? You visualize whatever you make offering, transform into the empty of inner existence and melt it into the emptiness. From emptiness, then you create the offering which is pure offering, Samandapara offering, and fill all this space, and then this is what we are talking about, making offering. So you create Kirta merit. Then sitting on the meditation posture, and this is very important because when you sit meditation posture, before you start meditation, you have to check your mind, whether your mind is calm or not. Without checking meditation, you may put lots of effort, but there's no experiencing of it. You can't experience the meditation, right? So before you start meditation, you make sure your mind is calm and clear. If your mind is not calm and clear, then you have to clean your mind before you start meditation. So it is very important. Doesn't matter if you meditate 5-10 minutes. Just before you start meditation, make sure your mind is clean and calm, and then you start meditation. If you are not checking your mind, you start meditation. You may put lots of effort, but there is no experience of the realization. It will waste your time, isn't it? So therefore, make sure your mind is calm and clean, and then you think about taking refuge, right, to the Bodhisattva and Sangha. It's not only for yourself, but you see all this pain, suffering for everyone, every sentiment, including yourself, right? But you really concerned about sadness and pain of other beings. But when you check yourself, you have not kind of capability to do this right now. I need help from Bodhisattva and Sangha. Please help me to do this so I can help others, This is why pure motivation, then you take refuge in Bodhisattva and Sangha 3 times and generate thought of bodhicitta mind, which is already discussed. And visualizing merit, so this is the and visualizing merit field, which is talking upper merit field. So if you have time, you can visualize merit field. So merit field is kind of like you can visualize first, lake, right? Ocean, and then within the ocean, then you can visualize the wish fulfilling trees, and on top of wish fulfilling trees, then you can visualize lotus, on top of lotus, moon disk, on top of moon disk. So these 3 symbolizing renunciation, bodhicitta, and wisdom aligning 3 principal parts, right? And then upon you can visualize a cushion and seated to the Shakyamuni, which is one with your spiritual master, guru, oneness. And then from the right space of Buddha, right, you can visualize cloud gathering, like cloud, or you can see on the Thanga painting, cloud gathering, and visualize the lineage of the bodhicitta mind, like Asanga, Shantideva, and all these masters. And from the left space, also cloud gathering, and you can visualize the lineage of the emptiness, Nagarjuna, Indian master Chandagiri, and all this. Behind the Buddha Shakyamuni, right, cloud gathering, and you can visualize all these chanting masters, Telapa, Narapa, Vajradhara Buddha, and then all this finish visualizing, right? So you can visualize a lotus throne, right? Soaring lotus throne. On the cushion, you can visualize lotus throne supported by 8 snow lines, isn't it? So this seated Buddha and Shakyamuni, and your teacher is oneness, and you can visualize all your guru, who is giving you teaching, transmission, things like that. And then all this merit field in the Buddha. First is 11 layers there. If you have time, you can visualize 11 layers. Like Guru, Buddha, right? Guru, then Buddha, Bodhisattvas, Sarvakas, solitary realizer, Sarvaka, Dhaka, Dakinis, Dharma protector, and all this. You don't have time, but you really like shaking with the Buddha and one with your spiritual master. And then when you finish visualizing, and then light emanates from all this merit field, brilliant light, nectar, and all nectar, and this fill your body, completely purify negative energy. At the same time, you achieve the realization. So that is visualizing merit field. And then you practice. Wherever you visualize the merit field, you have to bless the area, bless the area, right? This area is not like ordinary place. It can be like pure. You can transform wherever you invite merit field. This place you have to transform to the pure land. Not like ordinary place, isn't it? Like it should be like if you visualize merit field in front of your meditation room, you should transform this into the pure land. And repeat the words. This one, may all the lands completely become as smooth as the surface of lapis lazuli, like something like that. And even at the palm of my hand, without any defects such as thorns and rubbles. It's kind of like smooth, and wherever you visualize merit field, it's like pure land. And then you make this offering, and then 7 limb prayers. Do the 7 limb prayers, which is very, very good for accumulating merit and purifying karma, and including mandala offering. And then next is requesting the merit field to bestow the power of blessing. So that means now what we have to do is, you already visualize clean the areas, visualize everything, merit field, and now you are requesting merit field, isn't it? So merit field, all this merit field, right? Buddha, Bodhisattva, and this, you're asking, please give me blessing. So you're asking, please bless me, means you're asking, please bless my mind, body, speech, transform me into the pure body, speech and mind like you, like merit field, and I can achieve the realization, isn't it? So there you're asking, and then when you ask, then from the merit field, right, they send you nectar, white nectar, which is their blessing, and absorb into your crown and absorb into your heart, and then you receive the blessing from the merit field. And when you receive blessing from merit field, then after this, and then you feel so happy, and you feel, I have somebody helping me to do this. Not only me, I have not enough merit. I can't do myself, because now I ask merit field help. They will help all the time. When you ask help, they will come. When you invite, they will come like that. They are not like us. Their merit fields are just like mental mind. Just like whatever is like something. Like what that. This is why many Kadamba masters said, when we talk about offering, puja in Sanskrit, offering means very pleased. Very pleased means when we make offering to the, Buddha, Bodhisattvas, they are very pleased, means they don't want material, they don't need any material things, right? They are pleased because we offer sincerely and we follow their practice, they will be pleased. Like if we follow their, doesn't matter, not necessarily offer any material things, but if we follow their advice, there will be more place. This is our best offering, isn't it? So, like Indian master, Telopa said to Naropa, you have no material offering for me, but your practice, compassion is best offering for me. Telopa is great master, he's the teacher of the Naropa. So Naropa has nothing material offerings, but he practice whatever Telopa said, and then Telopa said, your best offering is your practicing compassion. I'm not expecting any materials from you, but you make best offering because you practice my advice. So similarly, when we request and then merit field, we'll send blessing, right? And we are blessed by the merit field, and then all this merit field eventually, then dissolve. We have to make conclusion practice. So conclusion practice means, so all these all these merit field eventually dissolve into the Shakyamuni Buddha. Shakyamuni Buddha, isn't it? Shakyamuni Buddha, and the Shakyamuni Buddha heart is then we can visualize mantra, Om Muni Muni, Ma Muni. So we will recite mantra. And outside of this Shakyamuni mantra, then we can visualize Lama Tsongkhapa's mantra, which is representative of your Guru's mantra, Om Mahaguru Vajradhara Samadhikiti Siddhi Hum, which is mantra of the Gurus. Or you can first, all these merit will dissolve into the Shakyamuni Buddha. And Shakyamuni Buddha heart is mantra, Om Muni Muni. So you will recite mantra. And outside of that mantra, then you will with the Lama Tsongkhapa's mantra, which is Om Mahaguru Vajradhara Samadhikiti Siddhi Hum, which is representative of your own Guru's mantra. When we finish, you finish this mantra, and then you have to make conclusion of the dissolution. So dissolution means now that you, at your heart, right, you open the lotus at your heart. You open the lotus. When you open the lotus from your heart, then all the Shakyamuni Buddha descend from your crown and to the body and sit inside this lotus. Inside, you open the lotus from your heart, right? And then you open the lotus from your heart, and then Shakyamuni Buddha descend from forehead down to your body and sit inside the lotus. And then you and the Shakyamuni Buddha became one. That's or inseparable. So there's the conclusion meditation. So when you practice like this, then this will called the training in the precept to accumulate the collection of merit and sublime wisdom. So this will create huge amount of wisdom. So you have enough wisdom, and then you will not lose the bodhicitta mind, isn't it? So you need to keep your bodhicitta mind maintaining your bodhicitta mind, reminding you, just repeating these words every day, it will refresh your mind. It means if we really think it will benefit for you, right? You not want pain, suffering. So if you lose bodhicitta mind, you will suffer more and more. You know why? Because this selfish mind is destructive emotion, always pain, suffering, fluctuating, all this kind of. If you increase bodhicitta mind, then you have peace, and you will develop all these good qualities, isn't it? Which will give you positive energy, and the positive energy will give you more confidence and more determination. You want to do something, isn't it? So that's the point, isn't it? So this is what we discussed. Is topic for tonight.